Let me ask you a question. How would you feel if you had Amplify, Fossilize Helix, and Buffer in your deck, and you lose? And on top of that, you get through 4 elites in Act 2, and you still lose. All I'm gonna say is this was one of my more heartbreaking runs, and I've had some in the past, but this one I had to share with you guys. I'm sure you all have had some pretty good runs where you felt like it was pretty powerful, but then when you come up short, you start to think and go, what should have I done? What is the thing I should have done better to make it so I could go farther? And you'll hear some of my commentary in it. I don't need to repeat it here, why I chose to make the decisions that I did. As I generally do in most of my runs, I generally give a recap at the end. And I'm not even trying to be dramatic either. I'm just saying, if you know your Slay the Spire, and when you have a good run going, regardless of what it is, I'm sure you'll feel the pain in this one too as you watch it, as it succumbs to its conclusion, essentially. With that being said, hope you guys enjoy this one. Be safe, be humble, and of course, do what you do best. Peace. All right, let's see if we can beat Defect with level 1 Ascension. Let's check our map here. I'm seeing kind of something interesting here. Even though this is like, you know, the Flaming Elite, I still would do it. Even this is kind of interesting too, because you can tail that as well. However, the most campsites probably going this way. And then we'll get elite at the end. Let's roll with it. We'll see how it goes. So it's only 1 elite in this act. And we could try something where we obtain a random relic. We could try to remove a card from our deck, which, I mean, we could. You know, it's an easy option, but it's also kind of one of those where it's like, you know, I as weird as this might sound, is I don't like removing cards too early in the build because I don't know what I'm getting with my build. I don't know what I'm going for. I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know what I'm going to be received. I mean, the go-to people would just say, just get rid of defend. But like, I'm just a little different than that when it comes to my brain and how I think. I don't know. I just think a little differently. Oh, this is a tough one for me. It really is, because I'm just trying to think if I want to obtain a random common relic. It's probably what I'm eyeing right now is this. I'm also eyeing this too, because you can technically remove 2 cards from your deck, which would be better than this. See, I wouldn't mind doing this over this, because then I can at least even it out. Let's remove this. Yeah, we were 1 away from 69. Sad about it. Let's channel the lightning. Defend twice. End the turn. We could dual cast. Get a little extra damage in there. Only take 2. And since we have the Guardian, you know, we probably want to focus on a somewhat defensive build, but like I said, Gremlin Knob could hurt us and punish us with too many skills. So the one thing that I could technically try to do is go into the shop, see what potions are there, and maybe we get vulnerability. Maybe we get something else. I don't know. Now, here's another thing. I'm not going to actually use this just yet because I do want to see what's in the shop, which we have coming up here. So I want to wait on filling anything random first before we do anything. So this is a good card to have. It's early. I don't know when I'm going to see it again, but I love that you can retain your hand. It can set up something for the next turn for sure. We don't have any power cards, and I'm not going to build off of power cards either. And I don't really want to just add a random common card in my hand because that's just pray into the RNG gods. The big reason why I would probably have picked that that common card, it would be really awesome if it was like, you know, a random card, common card gets added to your hand, it costs 0 this turn. That would be a more utilized way to use that said card. Upgrading 2 random cards but losing more HP, right? We've already lost HP in the beginning, right? But we do have more rest sites going this way too, so if we need to, we can technically rest somewhere if we feel like we're in trouble. But hopefully it upgrades like these 2. Wouldn't that be awesome? Let's see what it does. Okay, I'll take Zap. I like Zap. That's a free upgrade. More chances to lose HP. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Oh, man, these two first events are, and also the beginning, are just killing my HP right now. Let's stop at, man, this is gonna be tough because I have to play this safe. 35 HP, around 35. Okay. All right. Game really pushed my buttons there. 39 out of 68. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. All right, what do we have here? So this is where your next card is played twice might be good. I'm really not seeing a super powerful shop. Potions aren't bad, but this one isn't bad either to get through a enemy. So maybe we grab this. I say we grab this and then just run with it. Maybe we get the sentries and we can use that. Like right away. Perfect. Hit the right person twice. You don't normally see that with channel orbs. Generally what you see is just not that. This kind of forces my hand to use this, but with this being upgraded at channel 1 lightning, kind of makes me want to do both because I can at least use energy somewhere. If I didn't have this upgraded or something, maybe I would say no. Let's do this. Okay. So we're sitting okay, right? We don't fight the elite until the very end, so we can really prep for that for later. I say we do this. I'd say we do Chaos Plus. And we have also another chest opportunity. Now we can remove another card from our deck. Wow. Or we can transform a card, or we can upgrade a card. Here's where I will probably... Let's see if we can transform a strike card. Because what I'm hoping I can transform for a strike card is another attack card. That's my goal. Otherwise, I can upgrade too. Maybe we're fine and we just need to upgrade. I can upgrade dual cast. That way, this is 0. As you can see up there. I think this is probably the best choice. I don't really feel like removing anything from my deck right now, based off of the current picks we've gotten, is going to affect anything. And we're also, by the way, card removal, sorry, 75, but we have block, which is a great pickup for Gremlin Knob or whoever we run into here. So we'll take that for sure. So chest, what do you got for me? Okay, nice. Not bad pickup there. All right, what else do you want to smith? We could smith this. Get it up. 16. Another smith, another resting site coming up here too, which maybe at that one we'll rest. Sweet, dude. That's great. Getting these cards upgraded early, going to the rest sites that have the most in an act, all make a great difference. So I do like this, because if we ever get the card that allows me to draw for each unique card in my hand, that's a great pickup. Okay, let's rest here. Play it safe. We don't technically need to upgrade this. We're doing fine. All right, we're at 68. Still can't remove a card. But we can do this. I'd say we pick up this. It's a good pickup. We have not been fighting a lot of enemies in this act. As you can see, there's a lot of question marks and stuff. So going to the shops to maybe pick up cards is a good way to get just a free reward for your money. So now we have Gremlin Knob. Great. Wonderful. Love to see it. Love to see my boy Gremlin Knob. Let's do this. Okay. Yeah, technically if I don't block at all in a turn, I'll have 6. So that is something I can consider too. Oh, and then we'll also get the additional 10. So, no, nice, actually. That's a huge synergy. With this here on top of this, it's actually cool. Okay, nice. 14. We could retain this, and he would go up 1 strength for 16. Wouldn't take any damage. But I will do this. And then I'll do this. Okay. That's a good turn. So sometimes skill cards with this specific enemy isn't always the worst. You just got to get the right draws, I guess, if that makes any sense. And if you get the right stuff, that's awesome. This is great. Fossilized Helix. Cool. Getting more energy in our deck for every draw we do, but our deck is so small right now, right? And so, like, really, do we need the energy? Like, look at these two here don't require any energy. This is a great draw to get extra damage. This is good here. So, really, to be honest, do we even need it, you know? So I'm looking at more or less more damage. This is a great card to have to get another one of these going. Always having like 2 of each are really nice. So let's smith. Since we're doing very good here, let's smith this. So we prepared our potions for a specific fight, like the Gremlin knob, and we didn't even need to use them. Something to consider. And I'll retain so I can use that cold snap maybe the next turn or something. Also, yeah, I forgot about fossilized helix too with the buffer. I was like, sweet. So if we get another buffer in our hand, a power card, that'd be awesome. It's a tough one because I could take the damage or I could block and strike, but I really want to use cold snap twice. Let's do this. Okay, so we're gonna do all that blocking. Nice. Worked out. So he's gonna do 16. Say the best choice here is to do this. And then this. Nice. I think channeling 2 orbs over 1 for 1 energy is a really good cost-efficient thing. It's actually not horrible. So here's where I'm looking at this going, what's the best option? Say we do this twice. Guarantee our damage output. Do this. Channel 2 randoms. So we get block up. Channel another lightning. And we don't even have to worry about him doing anything. We're sitting good. So we'll retain our hand here. And I will actually, oddly enough, I kind of want to set up for damage the next turn, so let's just do that. Let's just see how that goes. Nice, we got 2 cold snaps, and we got our nice, good draw. Cool. So here's where I'll go. Nice, and then we'll do this. And then we should be fine. I'll take it. $50, huh? Okay. So let's dual cast twice so we don't have to take as much damage. We can do this. Maybe a little overkill on that dual cast, but that's fine. Okay, so he's gonna shield up and then he's gonna do some buff thing and all this other stuff, so let's do this. This. Dual cast that twice and do some damage. Come on! He's gonna do some stupid thing to me right now, man. 32. Yeah, do it. I don't like it. I actually love it, dude. That was totally my plan. That was too close, man. So let's do this to be safe. We have a bunch of energy now. Yay. Good deal. and Liquid Memories. They're all really great potions up there. And Liquid Memories is a good one. Watch this play. Ooh, okay. All right. There we go. And we get Buffer. So this Buffer will synergize very well with this, especially if we can get it upgraded. Then we can have 3 times where we have a chance of not getting hit. It can be very powerful. So that's awesome. Good pickup. Now, boy, the maybe safest, I always say safest, doesn't mean it's guaranteed, is I could always go with Tiny House. And what if Tiny House upgraded Buffer? It can still technically upgrade this and this and this. It still technically could. I would be happy. But I have a feeling that it's going to upgrade a standard card because a lot of my base cards, or not my base cards, but the cards I've picked up along the way have been upgraded. I am going with the risk of Tiny House to raise my max HP, gain a little more gold, obtain a new card, and upgrade a random one. Let's see what happens. Yes! Whoa! Isn't that feeling so satisfying? Isn't that feeling so satisfying when you can bank on the chance of doing that, and that's the thing that gets upgraded? You just talked about it. You just said to yourself, if we can get Buffer upgraded with Fossilized Helix, we can now technically have a really good synergy going. We now pick up Tiny House and we get that upgrade. Okay, let's see if we have another Buffer added to our deck. Nope. But we do have Beam Cell, which I do like. Vulnerability is nice, but also extra energy is good too for blocking. So I say we do this for now. This tells me that's what I want to do. This is great, especially for a boss fight or something. So we're going to get rid of this and grab this and do that. Really good Tiny House, man. Woo! That's awesome. And now we got the Collector. Cool. All right, moving on. Does not mean we have won here, but we had a very good first act. I'll just say that. We have 204. Let's also check shops. Okay. There are 3 shops going this way. I do not think we want to take 3 shops. The unfortunate thing about this is that you would have to at least, if you wanted to do shop, you'd have to somehow focus right side, which maybe we don't do that. We just don't focus on right shop at all. Oh, I guess I'm wrong. I could technically do this. Okay. Technically go this way and at least get a shop early. So we're looking at the most rest sites in a run. And I think if we're just going to have to do this slow because this is just how I play, how I analyze before I make my decisions. So it's the most optimal way. It makes the most sense and I'm not just rushing through. We're going to pick these 2, maybe because we see this. I'm okay with doing that. I would prefer it if it was like, you know, rest site, elite rest site, but it's going to be like 2 elites back to back. We could technically do 3 elites back to back. Holy crap. Look at this. Elite rest site, elite this, elite. Oh my goodness. And then we could go here and we could fight another elite. We could fight 4 elites in this act. Oh man. Wow. Is that like a death sentence though? That just has to feel like a death sentence. That feels like something that's like you are crazy for doing that. But I'm only seeing 3. No matter where I go, I always have to do 3. Like I can't magically skip over here unless I got wing boots and then we're like good to go, right? But we got this, here, here. Go there, do this. We could technically then fight a 3rd elite if we wanted and then do that. And then I think at that point we make the decision like, do you want to fight a 4th one? You know? Oh man. Okay, so for the sake of this little map, I gotta warn myself. You got an elite here, and an elite here, buddy. You better be careful. So we're gonna highlight this a certain way so I can just really see this in my own vision with different outcomes. We'll make our decision here. We'll highlight that a different color. Do we want to go this way or this way at the end? It'll kind of trigger me to know what to do. But boy, think about the first act. We had like a lot of question marks and we kind of flew through that and did it that way and used the shops for our cards to upgrade. And now the second act, we're now like debating on if we want to fight 4 elites or 3. This is the most optimal way to go. Buffer can definitely come into play here too. Oh man, 4 elites in one act. man. I know people are probably watching this thinking, going, you're crazy. Oh. Yep, I know. Retain the hand, channel 2 of these, and the turn. Get the buffer going, do this, and let's defend once. Okay. Save that buffer when we absolutely need to. When I feel like I can't, I'm okay with taking damage, whatever it might be. This is that prime example right there of being okay with taking damage. We can't actually kill him here. Okay. Interesting. Perfect. I can skip that. Ooh. See where my brain goes, and it all depends too, right? Like, this is why I look at this card and I go, maybe, or look at this thing and go, maybe better. You know, there's two options here. We're going to need a lot of energy, okay? We're going to need it. And to me, I'm liking my orbs. I'm going to think about doing this, because channeling this to hope we get energy so that I can use this card is not a good way to think. Because I love using these draw cards when I have energy stacked with it. Now, if I had plasma, that'd be a different story. It is upgraded though, right? But I'm gonna take that. All right, shop, what do you got for me? So now a card. Ooh. Your next power card is played twice. Imagine buffering this. Imagine doing that with the fossilized helix. I say we do this. That's a crazy pickup. And we could have done fairy in the bottle. Oh no. No, I think we're fine actually. Let's do this. Get an extra draw in there. 0 energy is wasted when you do it. Okay. It's gold. So I'm going to hold off on using this, going to be honest. Because if I can see that skill card being used, your next power card is played twice, we could maybe get away with this. And maybe we get a good draw. Especially against enemies like this who attack you multiple amount of times. The buffer is almost kind of a waste. Actually, too. And we didn't need to use this. So we're okay. So we'll only take 1 damage. And I believe that power card is still... Yeah, they're both sitting in my discard pile still. Now, obviously, too, if we were to get... I'm just thinking ahead to that one relic that allows you to start with a certain card in your hand. We would definitely do buffer as well, too. So, most damage output here. I don't know. We have a lot of energy. Well, we can do this. And then just do that. In turn, we'll only take 3. I'll go with that. This is such a bank. It's such a bank of thing happening, man. Wonder if I can, what the, upgraded version of that is. We should check right now. Hold on. What is the upgraded version of this? Your next 2 power cards. Okay. Let's retain in hopes of getting maybe that synergy going. Get him out of here because he's gonna fly again, which is fine. I'm totally cool with that. Do what you gotta do. Okay, so we didn't get it this time. That's okay. Nice. Okay. Again, these are all good signs saying, hey, you didn't need to use it. You're great. You're going good. But if it were to happen, you know it would excite me quite a bit. All right, let's do this. Remove a card from your deck. Well, I am getting a lot of strike cards in my hand right now with these synergies, okay? So what that tells me is that I can get rid of a strike card to get the more chance of this. Getting rid of the defend here I think will hurt me more than help me. So let's remove this. Okay, our first elite out of the 3. Oh god. Oh, poop. Do this. Damn, it's not amplify. Okay. Now there's amplify. All right. Kind of a weak turn. But we can retain if we wanted. We always do this. Channel that lightning. If we do this, we're technically hurting ourselves. So let's just do this and then end the turn. 24 the next turn. Nice, we can cold snap twice. Do this. Damn it! I say we have to retain again. In hopes of getting our amplify buffer. Combination. You might be thinking, am I focusing too hard on this? Do you feel like maybe I'm probably playing it too whatever? Could be. Very well could be. Dual cast in here? Okay. So let's do this. And then we'll do this. 2 random orbs. Okay, all lightning. I'm gonna take a F ton of damage if I don't block. Otherwise we can use this too. Might be a right time to use that. Block for a few more. Okay. I mean, the way I'm playing right now isn't technically killing me. I'll be honest. But if we're not getting the synergy I want, maybe the next focus that we should be doing is do this. Get more energy so I can use more damage in this turn. The synergy might tell me that I want to do with that buffer and amplify is to, and we get amplify now, is to get more draw cards. We need more draw cards in our deck. Okay, that's actually cool. That's not bad. But what would you wouldn't use that. No, you wouldn't use that for anything. You wouldn't use that for anything. but no, you wouldn't use that for anything, actually. Now that I think about it. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Or this is a good idea, too. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna upgrade the defensive cards. Okay. And here... Yes! There we got the combination I was looking for. Good. So now we have 5 turns where we're not going to take any damage. Which is pretty much 2 free turns here. An intangible me the next turn. So I'll have 1 more buffer. He's not going to intangible me. Okay. It's a lot of damage. Okay, it's only 12. Now you're gonna do it. Oh boy. I gotta focus on so many different things here. We'll do this. Okay. Alright, what looked like to be a disaster is now not looking to be one. We're only gonna take 2. I'm really nervous. Probably is hard to tell, but I am nervous. You got a lot of energy for the next turn. That also goes good with that 1 card that gets put in your hand if you lose energy or something. With these being like this, if you add a void and you have these here, it like doesn't really seem to be an issue. So, yay, we can draw 2 additional cards. That's actually good. Now we maybe have a higher chance of getting that synergy we want, and this is something I love to see. I was thinking of it in my head. I say that a lot, I feel like, and then people are like, you just say that to say that, but it's like, I do think like that would be nice to have, but I feel like if I ever say it, it doesn't come to life. So let's see here. I'd say we fight another elite, but we're hurting, we gotta rest. This whole act has been an elite gauntlet. It has been an elite gauntlet, to say the least. We're at Book of Stabbing again. Good to see you. So we'll do... What makes the most sense here? Well, this, and then this. Okay. And then to just do some damage, let's just do this. Okay. Yeah, whatever. It does damage regardless. We're actually only gonna take 1 buffer. That's cool. 18. So the goal here is to still try and block. We still want to block. We don't want to be like, you know, oh, now we have a lot of buffer. We can just do a bunch of endless amount of damage. Like, no. This is a good safety net to have. A really good safety net to have. So here's where I want to do this and get more focus going. So then we can really swap between our stuff. Now let's gain 2 turbo to block a few more times. $24. Okay, so we're gonna have 2 energy this turn. I would like to do this, and then this. Okay. Alright, so I think we're only gonna take another buffer. Okay, 2. It's a very slow fight. But to really put in perspective here, we have not taken any damage. Okay, this will be good. And that sets up some defense for the next turn. If we absolutely need it. 36. We're not going to consume again. It makes no sense to do that. But we will evoke that twice. Okay. It's a very slow fight. $42. Man. Nice. Stone Calendar, what is this round, dude? What is going on? In a situation like that, Stone Calendar would have been awesome. Situations like we just ran into where these fights go for a very long time. The game is now almost awarding you and telling you if you can get a really good deck going, like you just are showing in some sort of capacity, that you can do some work. Now, this is a perfect example of that said thing. You can get turbo going with this, block X amount of times with your turbo, boom, boom, boom. What if you have 2-channel random orbs with a lot of energy going, boom, boom, boom. This comes into play, awesome. But again, we got to start considering too, we have a lot of these good cards. We need to get draw cards to see these quicker, especially in dire situations. Things like with the collector early when they fight. Man, so here's the thing. Let's look at our options. Let's look and see what we can do. Block 9 times. That's actually great. Gain extra turbo is also great. I'm looking at the map, though. Do you want to fight some regular enemies? Let's recap this really quick. We have fought in 2 regular enemies and 3 elites so far in this act. What an interesting act this has been. It's either got to be reinforced body or getting more energy for me, personally. And I think, for the sake of it, this would probably be the next go-to to upgrade. Because if I get that reinforced block, just upgrading the block by 2... Is that what it was? Yeah, isn't like dire to me. It isn't like we gotta get it, yes! So let's see what we get here. Do we get healing? No. Man, do we lose our gold or do we fight? We've already had this crazy gauntlet going, but it does... This drops a guaranteed relic of getting weak to all enemies, but do you feel like you need to fight it? Do you have a shop coming up soon? All these things. Let's do it. Let's just fight them. I can use this right away too and get this out of the way. So let's just do that. Throw this. And then we'll consume so that we can channel 2 random orbs. Okay, and then we can do this. Only 10, so I'll strike you and you. Hear me out. Okay. I think it makes sense to do blocking as much as humanly possible. And end the turn with that. I don't want to channel zap. I don't want to channel zap. Okay. Good. Let's defend twice, and then channel out lightning, see what it does here. Good. Alright. Bear's looking real weak with 12 health. Good thing we poked him a little bit. Good. Now we have the red mask. And now we have 2 of those, which doesn't help. And this technically does not synergize well if we're going to use this now. And we could have grabbed another claw. No, it's fine. It's our first skip, actually. So here's your big question. To me personally, I would love to just fight a regular enemy. I know people are gonna kill me if I don't go for this elite. I feel like I should probably do it, but I would be so sad if it kills the run too. I think honestly, I've said this before, is that elites tell you how your deck is doing, and I feel like this is another one of those situations where we need to do that said thing. Get some turbo going. Okay. And I'm trying to hold off on these. I am. Reinforced body 3 times. This would be 714, that'd be 21. I don't think it's a good idea. I think that was a better decision. Get some damage in there. Still have not used our buffer. I've not seen Amplify or the other card as well, so there it is. Okay. Do we need to? I would say yes. Cool. I love it. Got our 5 buffer for in case we absolutely need to. This is so cool. This is fun. Let's draw our cold snap to get us extra blocking. Not gonna consume again unless we get, like, you know, something that a relic that allows us to, you know, every 2 turns gain more orbs, which if that starts happening, I'm gonna lose it. Could have maybe striked again, but that's fine. I want to keep trying to tell myself that it's like, yeah, I got the amplify, yeah, I got the buffer, but I don't want to rely on it either. I don't want it to feel like I need that in order to win. Okay, that was kind of a waste, not gonna lie. But won't take any damage because we have 4 war buffers. Nice. Wow. All right. Okay. So we get this. All right. I'm going with the block. Okay. We're going to go turbo right away. We're going to consume. We're going to zap. Then we're going to channel some lightning. And we're going to evoke twice. Do not get any. I do not get any Irithol nothing on that person. 0. Or not Irithol, I'm sorry. What's that called? Dazed. Sure. Let's see what we get here. Yay! But I don't have retain. We'll do this though. So we'll only take what was it, 1 buffer? Yeah, 1 buffer, okay. So he's gonna negate that. So we'll just get it out of the way, it's fine. And then I'll do this and then this. That way I can do the lightning for the next turn or something. See, this blocking is awesome. I love this blocking. This is so good. We'll do this. Okay. How many have I drawn, okay? Do I want to strike again? I can technically strike again. Yeah. Alright. Okay. You people are the first to witness this, by the way. Just letting you know, I didn't say this earlier. But you're the first to witness this. I have never, even off stream, even on my own time, have never beaten 4 elites in 1 act. So that's actually pretty cool. And we are now getting to the collector with this. I'm very proud of this run regardless of what happens. It is awesome. This would go pretty scary with what we're trying to do, because imagine us getting Chemical X at some point and we have now 2 cards that have this. I mean, think if you, I mean, do you feel you need to use it though is the question. Put a card from your discard pile into your hand, exhaust. This would be a great card. Or put a card from your draw pile into your hand, exhaust. It depends on the situation, right? Depends on where I'm seeing it. Do you feel like the amplify and the buffer have been coming from, what cards do you usually see first? Are you seeing amplify first? Probably. And then I'm seeing buffer later, and later in the rounds. So let's do this. Get draw pile for it. Okay. So let's see here. I could technically do seek twice. Oh, because it would guarantee if you get it early, you could take 2 cards from your hand and then draw those and be like set. All right. We're not taking much damage. This is such a risk. This is such a risk. But I hope it pays off, man. All right. End the turn. I want to have some good blocking the next turn when these guys come out, because if I remember correctly, it goes 7/7/14 or something, or just a lot of damage happening. Hey, we don't have to use the seek. Good. We're going to be 5/10. That's a more better chronological order I like. Not a lot of damage that turn. Just mostly prepping for the next attack. So now this is where it goes crazy. So we're going to get 41 done to us. Now Seek kind of is irrelevant because of the draw that we just got. Remember, we have these up here too. I was kind of wanting to save this for Act 3, to be honest. Again, not a lot of damage cards, but I think what makes the most sense here is to do this. Okay, awesome. Charge this up, and then do this. So we got to remember here. Oh, as much as I want to, I can't. There's no more energy in my hand anyways. We can use that Seek for other things too. It's not like it's the worst. It's not like it's horrible, but we do need to like get going here. This is already the 4th turn and we have done nothing for damage, but I know we have Stone Calendar too. Some shiz to me here. Okay, that is 61 damage. Oof. Good. And I say we block as much as we can. Okay, so we're gonna take no damage from these 2 hits. Still got Stone Calendar here. Do you want to seek anything out? Damn. I guess that's okay with the energy, now that I think about it. Okay, that's cool, I guess. Oh, this is gonna be a long fight. This is a great one too. If we wanted to do this and this. Do I have retain? I don't. It's on my seat. It's not there. Let's do this. Okay. And then this. And then this. And then this. Okay. It's 55 damage. Okay, wow, great. I totally forgot about Stone Calendar. Yup. Cool. So worried here, scared out of my mind. We got 2 block cards. Technically strike and then defend and then defend. Okay, the next buffer's going. I think we're gonna do this, strike, this, and sure, it's fine. Because, yeah. It's probably gonna be question marketing now? Yes. Is there anything you want to seek, like, for damaging? Let's do this. What do we want to grab? Let's grab this and this. Don't do anything else. Right now, I want the energy for the next turn. It sucks. But I want the energy for the next turn, so here's my minions, they're back. They're minions, I should say. Oh. It's 50. God, as much as I hate this, it's too slow. I mean, do we consume again for more damage? Is that the right call? Say we're desperate. Look at how close this is. Fuck. And we lose energy too. God damn it. Yeah, damn, brother. You know, I'm wondering if that one move that I did, where I was like, I want to hold on to that energy, I want to hold on to it, was the right call. Or should we have been doing this and use the ritual to gain strength? I can't. There's no way I can block for 50. There's no way. All that buffer, all that amplify, all those things. 4 elites, get through them. Too slow. 15 turns. Bummer. That one's gonna suck. Fairy in the bottle, perhaps, too. You know, we missed that as well in the shop. I'm sad. I'm actually sad. Ugh! That's pain. That's pain right there. That was fun to use Amplify with this, though. And it was fun to be able to try to use this with these things. Such a good run. I just think, if we're being honest, this is where my brain was, okay? Because long term, it's going to go either two ways, right? Let's say we would have used this. Gain 1 ritual, right? We would have used that. Awesome. Cool. We probably would have won because we would have had a lot of strength. We would have had 15 strength because that took 15 turns. If you saw on the right over here, there was a turn section over there, and also Stone Calendar gives it away too. Is if we would have, I guess, used this, probably would have won. But then Act 3 comes along, and let's say we lose, which we could have. And in my head, I've had previous runs where I've used this on Act 2 bosses and flow through them like, I'm powerful, I'm feeling it. But really, it was a potion that carried me to victory. It wasn't really my cards. That might sound a little weird. Might thinking and going, well, that's kind of a shit take. Like, why would you assume that potions are a part of the game? Whatever. But that is RNG and luck at that point. It's roguelike. It's not like, you know, I'm very fortunate for having this. So, but I'm gonna be sitting on that one for a little bit. Yeah, I was so focused on Act 3. I was so focused on Act 3 that I wanted to get to the end. Oof. I can't wait for someone to tell me something I did wrong, because I'm sure there will be somebody that will. They'll be like, I would have done this, I would have done that, but it's not even helpful at that point, to be honest, because when things like this happen, you just kind of that was such a fun run. It was so cool having fossilized Helix with Amplify and Buffer. That was so cool to see that we could even do that. It was awesome that we picked this up to help that draw even more. It was awesome we picked this up to help this even happen even more. Yeah, I don't know. Some people might even look at this too up here and think that, well, you probably should have got rid of more of your defensive cards. But when I'm even looking at that, I mean, maybe, because there's this here that helps us block. There's this that helps us block. If we get this, it helps us get more block. This would help us get more block. This is a possibility of getting 2 blocks. But it's not crazy. It's not horrible. Okay, well, anyways, I'm not going to stare at this deck anymore because it makes me sad that we couldn't get the job done. But there is always more future runs, more opportunities, more things like that we can definitely get here. And yeah, there's so many what ifs in this. There's so many you should have done this, should have done that. But I just feel like my brain and where it goes is like, if you needed this to carry you to the win, you don't get it in Act 3, well, you're gonna lose. You know what I mean? I think we would have lost regardless. The run just would have went a little longer, essentially. Unless we would have picked up another one of these in the shop somewhere, or something along those lines. But we'll try again another day.